video. Cindy has to take the pin off the top. She has the wrong thing pinned to the top of our Facebook page. It's our show gets pinned to the top, nothing else. What's the champagne for? What is your American dream?
My American dream is basically, I don't want to be too wealthy, I don't really care. I just want to live an average life. I want to bring home some money to my parents because my parents are the ones who raised me. They gave me everything, you know, they came from India here just so we could have a better life. So I just want them to have a good life and I want to be able to take care of them.
America is a really diverse place, rich in culture, and I hope it stays the same forever.
Live your life to the fullest and not having to worry about day-to-day problems that just keep on going on.
I don't have an American dream, but I do have a dream for America. It's just for equality and everybody to be in peace and everybody to treat others as they want to be treated.
My American dream is to become an NYPD and do well in future and make my parents proud.
My dream is already here. We own hotels, we own restaurants, what else you need? I'm good, thank you God.
I do have a dream, and that's the reason I left my family in India to get some good money so they can have a good life in India. I want my family to be here. I will live with them. Maybe God fulfill my dream or not, that I don't know. But I'm trying my best.
Free, liberal society where everybody respects everybody and has a life together, right? Has a society together. That's what American dream for me.
Everybody live happily and culturally rich at the same time, exploring their dreams and getting them.
Everyone has a right to the American dream. Everything just fell apart as soon as you said
Right.
3, 2, 1.
That
hello,
was crazy.
Hello. That was crazy. Yonathan's laughing. So everyone, put the camera on Yonathan a second while
That
I
was
plug this.
insane.
While I plug this in.
Literally,
That
right
was
when
crazy.
it was like 3, 2, 1, everything fell
You know
apart,
what?
and I
Like
was over here
Ryan
like,
goes
what's
3, 2,
going
1.
on?
Everything happens all at once. I don't even know if. There we go.
Welcome, everybody.
Did anybody hear what I said? I don't even know if I had volume on at that point. Now we're back. It's November 8th. Welcome, everybody. It's Bradshaw Live. I'm plugged back in.
Right.
That was very strange. If anybody, nobody sees what happens, okay? But Jill's in my ear, and she goes 3, 2, and then everything that I'm plugged into, all of a sudden just unplugged.
Yeah, it was
so
strange. Weird.
What the heck, man? It was
Who
such
was
a great
that?
day too,
Right,
until
Casper.
we got unplugged right before we went
That
live.
was so weird.
But
like,
I jumped.
You did.
All right, did you see how fast I moved?
I wish the camera was.
How fast I moved to plug us back in. Now, I want you to know something. It's one plug. But I move very, very
Right.
fast,
There you
right?
go. There
People
you go.
say, Brad, it doesn't take a lot of effort to plug something back in. When you're live, sweating bullets, man.
Listen, there's a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure. Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias, how's your day today?
My day is great.
Why?
Getting good news. Just got some good news.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I have some good news. I have some good news here. I have some good news here. Bradshaw Live. You ever hear that show?
Uh-oh.
Have you ever heard of that show,
I
Bradshaw
have.
Live? I have a big Bradshaw Live announcement.
Okay.
Today, Bradshaw Live won Best Web Series at the Cynopsis Model D Awards this morning.
Yeah.
Jilly and I went. Now, I just want you to know, check out the competition. Okay, this is no, measly small potatoes awards. These are big potato awards.
got E.
All right, we beat out Nickelodeon. We beat out World Wrestling Entertainment. Okay, we beat out The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Wow.
Bravo. We beat out
What
E
the
Entertainment and Nickelodeon, I said. And we won, Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias, Best Web Series, not Best Web Series at 5:30-ish, not Best Web Series about law,
Nope.
not Best Web Series, there I am,
Look at you.
not Best Web Series, in the tri-state area, Best Web Series in the entire world, beating out
Hell yeah.
huge, there's me and Jilly, beating out huge competition.
I love it.
And the funniest thing is we were nominated. We were nominated for 2 other awards. We were nominated for Best Host, and that was like one of the first awards that went up. And last year, the Ellen DeGeneres production company, you heard of this woman, Ellen DeGeneres, right? She swept everything.
Right.
This Ellen. I don't know who she is.
I remember.
But apparently she's famous.
She's a little famous.
A little famous,
She
right.
is.
So her whole production company is sweeping the awards.
Right.
So we come this year, and it's Best Host, and it's whoever it is, blah, 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 Brad Bernstein, Bradshaw Live, and the winner is Ellen DeGeneres
Ellen.
Productions.
Yes, of course.
So Brad loses to Ellen DeGeneres Productions. All right, so we go to the next one, where it's Best Live Event. And so now Ellen's not in Best Live Event, okay, but we lost Best Live Event
To who?
to Telemundo Football.
Oh.
Okay, so the Best Live Internet
Going
event
against Telemundo.
was soccer or football as it's known.
Okay.
Okay, we lost to the most popular sport in the world.
There you go.
Okay? And I'm like, damn. Damn, Bradshaw Live is losing to the most popular sport in the world. So then we're sitting there, and the breakfast comes, and we're giving us the coffee and the pastries. And it comes, it's like kind of like the awards, goes to the crescendo to like best, best web series, best. So I think best web series was like the third or fourth to the end.
Okay.
It's kind of like when you watch the movies, it's like the best cinematographies in the front and like the best movies at the back.
Yeah.
Right? So they're coming to the big awards. So we're up, and I'm reaching over the table, not thinking anything. I said to Jilly, there's no way we're going to win.
Right.
All right, I was very pessimistic.
Aww.
I said, and then I'm reaching over, and I'm stuffing the pastry in my mouth. So I said, I might as well get a free pastry out of this thing, because I'm coming back a loser. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride, right? And I said to Jilly, right before they announced, I said, well, the good news is Ellen's not in this, so maybe we have a chance.
Right.
So they go Bikini Bottom, Nickelodeon.
Sheesh.
My son daughter is a World Wrestling Superstar, World Wrestling
WWE.
Entertainment, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Bravo
after
Media,
show.
NBC Universal, The JoJo and Bobo Show, Nickelodeon, The Rundown, E! Entertainment, World Wrestling Entertainment Game Night, World Wrestling Entertainment Company, and of course, Bradshaw Live, Brad Bernstein Productions, which started a chant, "Who is he?" No, they didn't start that. But it was like all these huge things, and then Brad Bernstein Productions.
Wow.
So I'm like, me, like, you know what? There's free food. I'm going for the food.
Right.
You're
gonna get something
I'm
out
gonna
of
get
these
something
awards.
out of this thing, right? So and all of a sudden they go, and the winner is, Bradshaw Live, Brad Bernstein Productions, and me and Joe look at each other like, what? And then all of a sudden we walk up, and there's like hundreds of people there with people at tables. You were there last year, right?
Yeah.
And they start playing, snippets.
Wow.
Snippets of our show, and nobody heard, because these are, big entertainment.
Right.
We know, squad knows.
Of course.
Okay, but these people aren't part of the squad.
Right.
They don't know. They don't know what we're up to.
They know now.
Now they know.
You
So we
didn't
go
know,
up
now you
there.
know.
We go up there. And I don't know if anyone videotaped this.
Damn.
I did not prepare a speech. I didn't know what I was going to say.
Look at you. Did you cry up there?
No, I didn't cry. Jill was smiling next to me. I first thanked Jilly.
Yes.
And then I introduced myself, and I said, my name is Brad Bernstein. For those, most of you don't know who I am. But I did win, so thank you very much, Cynopsis.
You said that?
Yes, and I said, I want you to know I started off answering immigration questions on a radio station in New York City. I did that for 18 years. And one day I had this brainstorm that I'm going to build a television studio right in my law office. And I had the fortune of meeting Jilly Bean. I didn't say Jilly Bean. Her name is Jill Gould. Okay, but
You're right. You
for
didn't call her Jilly Bean
for us,
in front
I
of
did not
them?
call her Jilly Bean. But for us, I had I'm now repeating my
Your
acceptance speech.
Yeah.
So I said
we
I
should
had
have some acceptance speech music
That's
behind
right.
you.
But of course not. Right. So I said, I had the fortune of meeting Jilly Bean, aka Jill Gould.
Right.
Okay. And she said to me, "I'll come on board if you want to do a TV show. But if you're going to do just a radio show and film it, it's not something I want to do."
Right.
So we came on board, and every day we get on the air 2 hours a day, live. We entertain, we inform, we help people who nobody cares about.
Yeah.
We help people who are forgotten about. We help people who nobody gives a damn about.
Right.
And we help them with their legal problems every day, and we help them make a better life for themselves, or try to, and we try to help every last person achieve the American dream.
Absolutely.
And you want to know what? I got a bigger round of applause than anybody
that's
else.
awesome.
And as I walked down, everyone stopped me and was like, "Good job, great job," because people don't realize what the show, the Brad Show, what was it about? You know, because everything else was about sports and you know, stupidness. This is real stuff.
Aw,
I mean, not
amazing.
the other, not that you know, Beverly Hills, you know, Housewives of stupidness, but you know what I'm saying? It's just general fluff. This is real,
This is real stuff that impacts a lot of people. Yeah,
right,
all over
the world. And people there were very, very impressed. I am very, very proud.
Yeah.
Not only of what we did here. I'm very proud of everybody who is associated with this show. I texted you, Yonathan.
And I was super excited.
And Yonathan was jumping up and down wherever he was. And I told Yo-Yo, I said, you are part of this.
Yes.
You are part of this team. I couldn't do it without you, so thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
And I said the same thing to Jilly Bean.
Yeah.
And I'm saying the same thing to Pizza,
yes,
a.k.a. Little Caesar,
yes,
J Cube,
yes,
Julian the TriCaster guy, Karen down in South Carolina, and everybody associated with this show. I went around to everybody in my law office.
Oh,
if they even appeared on for 1 second.
Yeah, they helped.
They helped, and
Absolutely.
I thank you.
Yeah.
And it's all a team. We did it together. Okay, my name is out front, but I don't do nothing without everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm very proud. I'm proud to be associated. I'm proud to have my name on this show.
Absolutely.
And congratulations to us all.
Yeah.
And with
I
that,
feel like,
you know what, Yonathan, of course, Yonathan shows up with a bottle of champagne.
We gotta celebrate.
Right. Yonathan comes into my office, he kind of saunters in around 5 o'clock, exactly looking like that.
Just like this.
Right, and he says, I got the champagne. I go, we can't drink champagne. We got a live show to do. He goes, well, we'll have a toast.
We'll have a toast.
So I will let you pour the champagne and toast our celebration, Yonathan. Yonathan always loves drinking on air, right?
I do.
You love these shows when you drink on air.
Let me get you first.
Okay.
Congratulations, and also congratulations to the Brad Squad as
While
well,
you're pouring, let me say hello to the squad. By the way, this award is as much about us as it is about the squad. This show doesn't exist without squad.
Yeah.
Because it's the squad that comes every day, and they're the ones making the comments. They're the ones who are encouraging us. They're the ones who we work off of.
Yeah.
In other words, somebody makes a comment, we're working off of that comment. Right?
Absolutely.
We're working off your questions.
Yeah.
And we're helping you. So squad, this is as much for you
Absolutely.
as it is for us. Congratulations to us.
Yeah.
To you and to all. Woo. Best web series
ever,
at least for this year. All right, let me say hello. Let me say hello to Jessica Leamy, Deion Watson, Rich Kid C Squad Up, Angela Barrett, Marge Hicks, Shireen Brightson, DeForbes saying hello, Kiara Smith, Jessica Leamy, Gazina South has a question. We'll get to you in a few minutes. Lisa Bling Rose, Bakari Pobby saying happy Friday, Ja Love, most likely double fisting. Sisha Mitchell. Seashells by the seashore.
Yeah.
Sisha Mitchell sitting with. Is there something like Sisha Mitchell, seashells? I don't know. There's something in there.
Yeah.
Deion Watson, I said already. Chetty Manbordy, how are you? Marjorie Thompson saying hello. Cordella Douglas and Sam with a question because he has double S's.
Yes.
Right. He could be a snake. Not a
bad snake.
Not a rattlesnake. Yeah. Like a nice snake.
Like a nice snake.
A nice snake.
Because when you call somebody a snake, that's not really a compliment.
It's a negative.
Yeah,
no. But he's a nice snake. Yeah. I'm giving it as a complimentary snake.
Like a garden snake.
Cute snake. cute snuggly snake. Is there such a thing as a cute snuggly snake? I don't know. Suzanne Johnson. I didn't mean it as the point is I did not mean it as a derogatory
there
thing.
You go. That's how you get it.
It's just because he had SSS Sam, so it sounded like a snake. I don't know. Javel Finkelin and Mary Grace Vierna saying congratulations. Elsa Leslie Regina Ofusu, Abigail Taylor Watson saying hello. I said Angela Barrett, Annie Palmer with a big, just celebratory medal. Murphy Colley saying hello. Janelle Hamilton saying congratulations, Brad Squad, so proud. We are proud of everybody. We're proud of the crew. We're proud of the squad. It's an award for everybody. We have it right here. I don't know if you can see it. Can you lift it up, Yonathan?
Yes.
I don't know if you can lift it up or not.
Let's see if I can put it here.
While you're showing everybody, let me say hello on YouTube to Tracy Lacey, Donald Horton, Sexy Shan Myers, Who else? Joaquin Moreno saying, what's up, everybody? And Tally popping in. Stacy Dahl saying hello. And Del Rito saying congratulations. Annie, Jamila Russell smiling. Krista Zabala with the question. Rukik Patel with the question. And we'll get to, if I miss somebody, I miss somebody.
Yeah.
And we're going to get to all of your questions in shortly. But right now, Yonathan, Yo-Yo, Elias, I didn't get a chance to toast. Woo. Congratulations.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Nice Prosecco.
Mm. You know, maybe we should drink a glass of champagne after every immigration question and then see how many questions I can answer right after 71 glasses of champagne.
You know, I'm good for that.
Yeah. You'd be like,
I'll keep it pouring.
They'll be like, is that lawyer seriously still answering immigration questions after drinking 4 bottles of champagne?
Yep, absolutely.
What the hell's wrong with him? You go tell everybody what they need to do right now while I get ready for some schmoozing.
Yes, everybody. Okay, now we need you guys to help celebrate and help share this show. The first way to do it on Facebook. I need you guys. Is my music going on?
Your music's on. You're just low.
Oh, I hear it.
You hear it now?
All right, guys. Yes, everybody on Facebook, I need you guys to share right now. How you share is press that little arrow that says share and share it to anybody's page. Share it to groups, a lot of different private groups. If you guys know any groups that are of international or anything that has to do with immigration or culture, send it in those groups as well, because you never know how many people it can help. You never know who needs help in those groups. And also tell them to share it as well. Like I said, all you have to do is press that little arrow that says share and share it in the inbox as well. Okay? Now, this is the beginning of the show, so I need you guys to throw all your questions in right now. We have a new format to where we can get to more questions. So if you put your questions in right now, you're more than likely going to get them answered. So throw them in. Also, tell your friends and family if they have any questions, come into the Brad Squad. Put the questions in there. Introduce them to the Brad Squad. And Brad Squad, I want you guys to welcome them like the big family that we are, all right? And also now on YouTube, what I need you guys to do is subscribe, all right? The first thing I need you guys to do is subscribe. Tell all your friends and family. Anybody who has a YouTube account, you have a Gmail account, you can have a YouTube account, okay? If you don't have a YouTube account and you're just logging on YouTube and watching, make a YouTube account and subscribe.
You just sounded like a stupid movie I remember, Dodgeball. You ever see that movie?
Yeah.
He said if you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball, right?
There you go.
So
right,
he's throwing wrenches, right? So don't make me throw wrenches, right? If you got a Facebook account, you can also get a YouTube account.
There you go.
All right, the internet works the same for both Facebook and YouTube.
There you go. Because you could also, because there are a lot of people that watch YouTube without an account, you know,
That's correct.
And if you do that, then you are not able to subscribe. So I need you guys to make a Gmail account, make a YouTube account, and subscribe if you don't have one right now. And if you do have one, make sure you click that little red button and that bell right next to it so you can get notified anytime we come on or anytime we upload a video. Throw all your questions in the comment sections as well. Share the link. All you have to do is copy that link, share it straight to your social media platforms, or copy the link and set it in a text message blast. Create a group of friends and family that you know will benefit from the show or just get entertained from the show. Copy the link and send it there. And last but not least, I need you guys to click that little thumbs up on the YouTube video. Make that gray thumb blue. Show us love. We're celebrating today. This is all for you guys. And now this is what you guys have been waiting for. This is where we schmooze with Brad.
Schmoozing with Brad. So, do you remember, Yonathan, about a year ago, we had a lady on our show by the name of Julie Briskman. She came on, and she was the person, there she is right there. Do you remember her?
Yes.
She was the one who was bicycling in Virginia.
Yeah.
And when she was bicycling, she basically flipped off Trump's motorcade. There she is, flipping off Trump's motorcade as she was biking. It became a viral sensation, just this picture. This is right around the time when Donald Trump first got elected. So when this picture went viral, her boss at her company found out that was her flipping off the president. And the boss called her into the office and said, "Julie, is that you flipping off the president?" She says, "Yes, it is." And he fired her on the spot.
Can you fire somebody for that?
For a political opinion, sure. You could, but you can't fire somebody for, there's certain things you can't because of race, religion, sexual orientation. but political opinion's not covered. There's no
Really?
there's no freedom of speech in a. There's no
But,
freedom of
and
speech.
then but the fact that she's
in
not
the
the one
office.
who posted that. She's not the one who
Right,
asked for the
correct.
picture. Somebody took that picture of her.
Now she lost her job as a marketing analyst. The company said it wasn't about flipping off the president. The
Okay.
company said she had violated the company's social media policy on obscenity. So Briskman later sued her former employer. She won severance pay that was initially denied to her. Now, nearly a year after being fired, Briskman announced that she was going to run for local office in 2019.
Wow.
Now, before she ran for public office, we had her on our show with a gentleman by the name of Jordan Drydell Roberts. Now, if you remember Jordan Roberts, okay, he worked for the Labor Department in Montana, and he was fired because ICE had asked the Labor Department to basically he quit because ICE was making him give over information about immigrants that they discovered working illegally in Montana through Labor Department investigations. And he says, I'm not going to be a snitch and get people deported. Now, when Julie Briskman was fired, she set up a GoFundMe page and said her friend did and finally got some money. And then she saw Jordan, never knowing what Jordan's deal was, but knowing that he got fired. And she said, I'm going to pay this forward. He quit. He quit.
Right.
Jordan quit. And Jill's yelling in my ear. He quit. He wasn't fired.
Oh, he quit.
He quit, right. So she set up a GoFundMe page for Jordan. And they had never met, but they started a friendship online. And then they finally met on our show. Let's watch.
Oh.
Julie, what are your plans for the future?
I am aligning myself with the local Democratic Party for sure. I've been attending a lot of meetings and exploring options around that, either supportive or running for office myself.
So now she won. She just won, so congratulations to her. She ran as a Democrat and defeated the 8-year Republican incumbent Suzanne Volpe, and this is Briskman's first time in elected office. And what did she win? She won a seat on the Board of Supervisors for Loudoun County in Virginia.
Wow.
Right. Now,
Congrats.
Briskman's victory came on a night that also saw Democrats take all of Virginia. So they took the entire state house and won control of both houses and has the governor, which is a Democrat. First time in Virginia history in more than 2 decades that the Democrats control Virginia. A lot of people say that could be an omen for President Trump because Virginia is a swing state that goes back and forth between Republicans and Democrats. But now this is the first time that Democrats have taken over the entire state. As another possible omen for Donald Trump in a state that is typically won by Republicans, in the governor's race for Kentucky, Democrat Andy Bashar won over Governor Matt Bevin. So it was an incumbent Republican governor, and he lost to Andy Bashar. So the Democrats also took over the governorship in what is generally known as a Republican state.
Ooh.
Perhaps an omen for the pumpkin?
Yeah.
Perhaps an omen.
Ooh.
For the great pumpkin. Well, he's not so great.
He's not.
He's not so great. The so ungreat pumpkin.
The spoiled pumpkin.
The spoiled pumpkin. Rotten pumpkin.
There you go.
Rotten to the core pumpkin.
Yarr.
Right?
Nasty.
Nasty, smelly,
Yeah.
rotten pumpkin that's left over from Halloween.
Oh.
Meanwhile, the pumpkin's got a new possible something to worry about, this pumpkin guy.
Another one.
Another one, yes.
Wow.
Mike Bloomberg, who is substantially richer than the pumpkin, said that he may plan to run as a Democrat for president of the United States.
Wow.
Now, the reason why Bloomberg says he's going to run, now, when he was mayor of New York, he was a Republican, actually. He switched parties. He's now a Democrat. He's a moderate Democrat. And really, if you look at Bloomberg's policies, and lots of people liked him and lots of people didn't like him as the mayor, but if you look at Bloomberg's policies, he's very socially liberal, but more fiscally conservative. So he is pro-gun control, he is pro-choice, he is pro-save the environment. He is a little more conservative when it comes to the stop and frisks, which some people don't like. He is also a little more conservative when it comes to disparity of wealth, but not anywhere near Donald Trump, which basically Donald Trump gave tax breaks to rich people, and middle class and poor people really didn't see much of a tax break from Donald Trump. As a matter of fact, I just read somewhere where in his signature tax thing, where he says we're going to help the inner city to give tax breaks to the inner city, to people who are building in the inner city. All those tax breaks went to rich cats.
Ooh.
But I don't know all the specifics, but I started seeing newspaper articles about that. I got to read up more on this rich cat tax break for the inner city. So Bloomberg is going to run, and the reason why Bloomberg is going to run is he sees an opening.
Okay.
All right, because right now there's 4 basic contenders left for the Democratic nomination.
Right.
You got Warren and Sanders, who many people believe are unelectable because they're too far to the left. And although the Democratic Party likes them, the centrists and independents may not. Then you have Joe Biden, who many people think is half dead already, right? I mean, he's
Joe Biden?
Yeah, he's not half dead, but you know what I'm saying. He's not exciting anybody. He's very old. He's not exciting anybody. He's not coming in with any new ideas. He's relying on his association with President Obama,
right?
And he's not exciting anybody to vote for him, let alone believe that he's going to unseat Donald Trump,
right?
And then you have Buttigieg, who is a young guy, wet behind the ears,
right?
Is come out as a homosexual, and a lot of people, although he is more moderate than Warren and Sanders, a lot of people are not sure whether a young man who is a homosexual, married in a same-sex marriage, who's 37 years old, who's only seems like a smart guy when he talks,
right?
But whose only elected position was the mayor of South Bend, Indiana, which may or may not qualify him to become the president of the United States of America. So Bloomberg sees an opening.
Yeah.
And Donald Trump, he's already a little scared. He's already calling Michael Bloomberg Little Michael.
Oh, you see?
He's already starting with names.
When he starts with names, that's how you know you're scared.
Now, I'll tell you this, okay? He ain't so little when he stands on his pocketbook, little Michael Bloomberg. Okay, Bloomberg is worth $52 billion.
That's crazy.
Okay, all self-made. Wow. All right, his father didn't leave him anything.
Really?
Donald Trump was left money by his father.
He sure was.
Okay, he was left millions of dollars to start investing.
Yeah.
Trump, if you believe is only well, I'm saying only worth $3 billion. I mean, I would love to be worth $3 billion, right? So you say only, but comparative to Michael Bloomberg, who is self-made, I don't know how Trump is going to get away with calling him Little Michael. Jeff Sessions, the little weasel guy. Remember we used to call him the weasel? He's running for his old Alabama seat in the Senate.
Right.
And the announcement came a year after Trump fired Sessions. Sessions addressed it head-on in a video saying that Trump has my strongest support. When I left President Trump's cabinet, I didn't write a tell-all book. Did I go on CNN and attack the president? Nope. Have I said a cross word about our president? Not one time. He got killed by President Trump, but he hasn't said a thing because he's terrified of Trump.
Right.
I'm sure you saw, I don't watch The View because I'm working all day.
Ooh, you going to talk about Whoopi?
Yeah. But you saw The View and Donald Trump Jr.?
Yeah.
Did you see? Did you get a chance to watch it? Because I didn't see it. I'd only read about it.
I did.
Yeah, so what did you see?
I saw Whoopi let him have it.
Really?
Yeah, but he tried to say that Joy Behar wore blackface before, and Joy denied that, and Whoopi said, no, she didn't. I'm black. I should know how that is. And they went back and forth, and Whoopi let Trump Jr. have it.
I heard during the commercial breaks, people in the audience were letting Trump Jr. have it, and Whoopi,
I'm sure.
And Whoopi had to stand up during the breaks and say, please don't boo Trump Jr.
Yeah.
Let us talk because you're ruining our show by booing him.
Yeah.
Now, Abby Huntsman kicked things off by comparing Trump to a dictator. She said the whole point of releasing and discussing this whole whistleblower thing. So let's talk about the whistleblower thing for a second. Donald Trump Jr. has potentially outed this whistleblower.
Whoa.
The whistleblower is the gentleman who works in the national security and listened to the telephone call between Trump and Zelensky, which started this whole impeachment thing. Basically saying Trump has made a telephone call and has made a quid pro quo between himself and Zelensky that unless Zelensky gives him the goods on Biden, and there are no goods on Biden, so Zelensky would have had to have made this up.
Right.
Ukraine doesn't get any money, $400 million in military aid. So Donald Trump Jr. has come out and said, it's not illegal for me, it's not a crime for me to out the whistleblower. And Jilly and I had a discussion about it, and I said, I don't know the answer, but I will do some research. And this is the research that I found out, Yonathan. Okay? The only people that it would not be a crime to out the whistleblower would be a congressman or senator who is debating on the House floor because they are immune to any criminal prosecution if they blurt anything out while in debate on the House floor, or the President of the United States because the Justice Department has said the president can't commit a crime while he is in office. So the only people who cannot be charged criminally for outing the whistleblower would be the president or a congressman or senator while in debate on the House floor. Anybody else who would do so would be possibly hindering or obstructing Congress from doing their job by investigating all of this. And obstruction of justice is a crime, as well as where I read this. Where is this? I don't know. But it's obstruction of justice, and it's another crime as well. I have number 12. Now, experts have noted that this is an unprecedented situation, so nobody really knows for sure what it would be. But besides being an obstruction of justice, it would also be a criminal charge under Section 1505 of Title 18 of the U.S. Code, and that is punishable by up to 5 years in prison for hindering a congressional investigation. So we have a clip. Let's watch the view.
The whole point of releasing a name is to intimidate someone, to threaten someone, and to scare other people from coming out. That's something that dictators do. I've lived in China. I've seen that firsthand. That's not what America does.
Meanwhile, I was excited about this because this is going to... John Bolton may end up being the deep throat of this impeachment. Remember, Deep Throat was the guy who had all the information in the Nixon thing? Well, John Bolton's lawyer originally went to court for John Bolton's underling to say he wants a court order, a judge to sanction that it's okay to come testify because he doesn't know if he should listen to the president who says don't testify or a congressional subpoena that says to testify. And then the Democrats said, you know what? We're not going to play this game of rope-a-dope and go into court and have arguments and delay whether or not this person's going to come testify or not. And then they're going to appeal it. And then before you know it, this thing drags on for 6 months. We played this game with Mueller. Okay, and then people got tired of Mueller. 18 months of Mueller, everyone got tired of it, which is why Trump got away with it. Okay, also because the little porky turned all the facts around. But people were tired of Mueller already after 18 months. And the Democrats say, we're not going to play that game. So we're not going to go to court. You don't want to come testify. We got the goods on Trump anyway. So now I'm calling him Michael Bolton. John Bolton. I always called him Michael Bolton even earlier. Now John Bolton was fired by Donald Trump. He was iced. He was iced by Trump. He was the national security advisor, but he was basically put on ice. He was not allowed in on the inner meetings. And he was just national security advisor by name only, but Trump really didn't trust him. And eventually, he didn't even know Trump was meeting Kim Jong-un.
Well,
he was sent to halfway around the world when Trump was meeting Kim Jong-un. So he has a beef with Donald Trump. And then there was a discussion of whether he got fired or he quit. And he's not a big fan of Donald Trump. And he has a big beef with Donald Trump. So his lawyer wrote the Democrats today and says, John Bolton has a lot of information about this impeachment. We just want you to get permission from a judge to come testify, do something. I don't know what's going to happen. He wants to testify,
he does.
But he wants the cover, because he's a Republican, because he wants the cover of a judge to say it's okay to testify. All right, because other than that, he would be going against his own president. That's what I think is happening. I don't know. Meanwhile, in last story, because we got to get to immigration questions. It's already getting into 6:30 already, right? You saw this thing with T.I. I'm going to ask He's your buddy, Yonathan.
He is my buddy.
All right, now
And I have something to say about it.
Yeah, okay, I'm sure you do. Now, for those who don't know, who have been in a coma, okay, because just about everybody knows this story now. It's I have my opinion too, but I'll tell you in a second.
Okay.
That T.I. in an interview said that he escorts his daughter to the doctor to check that she's still a virgin.
Yeah, the gynecologist.
That's right. T.I. appeared on was on a podcast this week to talk about it, but was so upset with the way the topic was handled, the podcast host apologized and deleted the episode. Now, the rapper proudly admitted on the Ladies Like Us podcast this week that he takes his 18-year-old daughter, Deja Harris, to the gynecologist every year to ensure she's still a virgin. A gynecologist examines her hymen to see if it's still intact. Now, Yonathan.
Yes.
All right. First of all, okay, I am just Uncle Brad.
Yes.
Okay, I am far from, even though I read some Hump Day News on Wednesday, I am far from an expert, even at 51, on the female anatomy.
Okay.
But from what I understand from the other females in the office, without having the benefit of speaking to a gynecologist, but I trust the other females in the office.
What they say.
They say, bullshit, you cannot tell whether somebody's a virgin or not by looking to see if their hymen is still intact.
Right.
It can be, a lot of things can cause it to not be intact anymore, including riding on a horse, a bicycle, running.
Right.
A lot of things can happen that does not prove whether or not she is a virgin.
Right.
So, according to at least the women at the Brad Show Live, T.I. does not understand the female anatomy.
Yes.
Now, Yonathan, you were on a television show.
Yes.
So you have intimate knowledge of this gentleman.
I do.
Did you ever meet Deja?
Yes.
You did?
I did.
Okay,
I did.
they're close?
Very. That's his baby girl, you know? So my thing is, he might have gotten the anatomy part wrong, or the fact that, like, it can break or, from other activities, physical activities. But a lot of people were mad at the fact that he was doing that to his daughter. And that's the issue that I had. My thing is, that's his daughter. And who are we or you to tell anybody how to raise their child? If that's what he wants to do to make sure that she's still a virgin, then that's his right. That's his child. Like, she's not out there hoeing around, and it's probably because of that.
Yeah, but I think it's not right for him to have embarrassed her like that. For an 18-year-old girl, you're 17. I have a 16-year-old daughter. I have an 18-year-old son. They are very, very, everybody's just learning about their sexuality. They're insecure about their bodies, about what people think of them, about being embarrassed if you say the wrong thing. And I think I feel terrible for that little girl.
I agree with that. And there were different blogs that showed likes that she had liked, or tweets that she had liked on Twitter. And they were all likes about, them saying, oh, that's so embarrassing for your daughter. Or
it is.
So
it is.
That part I don't agree with. And this is a thing with public figures. Let me say something.
Sure, okay.
This is a thing with public figures. You almost forget, because there's cameras in front of you all the time. You almost forget the power of your platform. So I feel like that conversation came up. He just blurted it out, and I feel like he thought about it. Was like, damn, I shouldn't have said that because But like, at the end of the day, so I say he shouldn't have said it because it's going to embarrass her.
Did he ask that about his sons? Does he?
So that's the thing. So that's the thing. A lot of people are feeling that he's a hypocrite, because there was a clip on the show. If you can see the son that's actually sitting on his lap. He's older now. He's about 15. And there was a clip on their family show saying that he said that, because he's going on tour, he's a rapper. He said that he had sex. And he was like, oh, you just broke your mother's heart. You just broke your mother's heart. So he basically said that he's okay with his sons having sex, but he's not okay with his daughters having sex.
And also, I think there's a role, for, and this is my opinion, and a lot of people can disagree, Yonathan. There's a role for a father and there's a role for a mother. And perhaps, a young girl growing up, those discussions should be with a female and a mother who understands the body of a female.
Right.
Just like your son, the conversation should be with the father.
Right.
All right. That's how I always viewed it.
I mean, it's not news that T.I. is very much so controlling when it comes to the females in his life. Mm-hmm. So whether it's his daughter or his wife, it's the same thing. So, but my thing is, listen, that's his way of handling his kids. If that's what he wants to do, then that's what he wants to do. He provides for the kids. He's a great father. So.
Well, Yo-Yo, you finished your champagne.
Oh, my bad.
I was going to cheer one more time to us winning Best Web Series at Cynopsis. And now you can tell everybody to please start a watch party because we're going, while I sip on my champagne,
absolutely,
of Lifestyles of Bradshaw Live. Look at Brad now! Woo! He's drinking champagne live! He will shortly be getting in a yellow cab and go home and eating at the diner. Lifestyles of Bradshaw Live. We will follow a different person every day. What do you think, Yonathan? Be like that guy from Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous?
Yeah, Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. I love it.
Tell everybody what they need to do, because I'm going to be answering the relationship.
All right, guys. So now it's time to start a watch party. We are about to start answering all your questions, from calls to social media questions. So what we need for you guys to do right now on Facebook is go and start a watch party. And this is how you do it. All you have to do is click that little share button, and the option down, it will say host a watch party, start a watch party. You will see how many friends are online currently. This will send a notification to every single one of those people right now and everybody else on your friends list. So I need you guys to start that watch party. Once you do it, go in our comments right now and confirm that you did so. And when you do that, go into your watch party and show them love. Let them know about the show. Let them know to come to the main page also. Introduce themselves. If they want to ask questions, they can ask questions in your comment section, or they can come into the main group and ask their questions as well. Make sure you put in all your questions right now too, because we're going to start doing social media check-in as well as answering the calls. So now, start your watch party. And when you do it, like I said, go in the comment section and confirm. All right, so now this is when you guys call.
One second, we forgot YouTube. We forgot YouTube. Like, YouTube is like the ugly stepchild today, Yonathan. YouTube is not the ugly stepchild. We love everybody equally. On YouTube, there is a gray, there's my face. On YouTube, there is a gray button. A gray button right under my face. You're going to take your thumb and you're going to make that button blue.
There you go.
Thumbs up. Why are you going to give us a thumbs up? Because YouTube has algorithms.
Yeah.
That's very fancy words for some computer program that nobody understands. But when they see thumbs up, blue thumbs, they will suggest our show to other people who watch on other channels.
Yeah.
And we're going to bring some new members of the Brad Squad over. When you don't give the thumbs up, nobody knows about us. The other thing you can do on YouTube, so let me see thumbs up. And of course, one person.
Throw those thumbs up now, y'all.
One person from the One person from the Ku Klux Klan gives us a thumbs down.
Oh gosh, that's you know.
Why would you give us a thumbs down?
That's a given.
All right, so give a thumbs up. He's not from the Ku Klux Klan. I'm only making a joke.
It might have been Ellen's people.
Maybe.
Mad that you beat them.
Yeah. Now we're back 0 thumbs down.
There you
so
go.
Give us the thumbs up, please, so you can spread the word. Also, every person who watches on YouTube has a WhatsApp. I guarantee you, right? If you got an internet connection, you got a WhatsApp.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
There you go.
Right? Now, Mama says this. This is what Mama says.
What's up?
Mama says, go on your WhatsApp.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is what my mama says.
Okay.
She goes on her WhatsApp and she sends the copies of of our link to all her friends.
That's awesome.
All over. She told me she did that the other day,
really?
my mama. Yeah.
Aww.
She was very nice.
That's awesome.
I go, why'd you do that? She goes, I watched the show. I listened. I followed your directions. Do you think anyone else is following directions besides Mama?
I think so. I would hope so.
And finally, Yonathan, one last time on Facebook, what are they supposed to do?
So on Facebook, one last time, all you have to do is start a watch party right now, okay? Also, of course, we definitely want you to share, but right now, we need everybody to start that watch party. I already saw that Tamika started her watch party, so make sure you click share. An option down says start your watch party. Go into our comments and confirm, just like Tamika just did. I don't see anybody else, so I'm getting kind of worried. Are you guys starting your watch parties? Let us know. All right? Are we ready?
Ready.
All right. Now this is where you get answers to your immigration questions.
All right. We have Al calling all the way from Turkey.
Hey.
Al from Turkey. Al?
Hi, Brad.
How you doing?
First of all, congratulations on your award.
Thank
and
you.
Deserve it.
Thank
You've been
you very
doing this
much.
for decades.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. I have two questions.
Yes.
One, I'm a citizen. I didn't apply for my wife's green card, but what we did was applied for a tourist visa. All we want to do is just come to the States and just have a good time and come back, because we don't have a plan of applying for permanent residency or citizenship for now.
Mm-hmm.
So she got denied once.
Okay.
Because of the fact
What are you doing in Turkey? What are you doing in Turkey right now?
I'm working right now. I'm working in Turkey.
Okay. So when you go, what you need to do is show that you have no intention of going back, of living in the United States at the present time. You have a good job in Turkey. You make a nice income in Turkey, hopefully. You have a home in Turkey. Maybe your kids are already enrolled in school in Turkey. You have to show that all of your roots at the present time are in Turkey. That's what you need to show.
Okay, but should I? Am I going to be allowed to show up at the embassy with my wife?
Why not? Now, whether or not they let you walk to the window or not, that's a different story. But certainly you can show up. You're an American citizen. You have a right to. You know, every rule is different. Sometimes they'll say, no, we just want the person who's applying for the visitor's visa to come forward, but they'll see that you're in the back. And she could say, can my husband come and explain? Maybe they say yes, maybe they say no. It depends on the particular officer. But certainly you should go try. And if you get turned down again, then I think at that point we would need to escalate it to a higher level to get somebody to take a real look at this and say, hey, this guy's not coming to live in America. He's got a good job and a good life in Turkey. He's not going anywhere. And so his wife's just really coming to visit. All right, that's really what you got to show.
What has changed from last time she applied? Now she become an employee of government.
Great.
One thing, and second thing is that we have a baby now. We cannot leave our baby here and just stay in the States. That's another thing.
Great. All right. So by all means, all of that counts. And I'll tell you another thing that you can do for visitors visas. You can get a hotel room and a tour. Okay, and show plane tickets that you're coming for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Here's my hotel reservations. Here's my plane ticket, and we're going home. You know, you don't even, whatever it is.
Here's the thing. My brother lives in the States, and my sister-in-law, she's American. They've been living there almost 25 years, and they can send us a letter,
But that
that's one of the things.
that doesn't mean anything. Okay, what matters, it's not sending a letter. My brother-in-law is a U.S. citizen, is going to send me a letter, so that's going to make the difference. That's not making any difference. What makes a difference is, are you really coming to visit, and are you really going to leave? And you have to prove to the U.S. Embassy, beyond a reasonable doubt, or close to a reasonable doubt, because they could deny everybody. They don't have to give anybody a visitor's visa. They want to know for sure your wife's coming to visit and she's going home, that you're not trying to get a visitor's visa so she can come to the United States, stay for 90 days, change her mind, and then adjust your status.
Okay. To be honest with you, I mean, we have no one slightest intention of doing that. So we just have a.
Okay. So that it's easy to prove the truth. So hold on one second if you need help. All right, hold on. All right, let's go to Sammy in Dallas, Texas. Sammy.
Hello, Brad. Congrats for your award at the web series.
Thank you.
I have a question for a friend who's been down on his luck, and he's been making an inquiries because of late. He was robbed with a gun, and the person that robbed him with the gun crashed his car and everything, and he's been trying to get a green card. So he was wondering how to go about it using the U visa.
Where did this happen?
in Dallas.
Okay. All right. So to get a U visa, you have to be the victim of a serious crime, and that sounds like being a victim of a serious crime, having a gun pulled to your head, crime of violence. They steal his car, they crash it. You need to get either a DA or a police officer who investigated or a detective who investigated to give a law enforcement letter on a special form that says that they cooperated, this person cooperated with the investigation and they were the victim of this serious crime. And once you get that law enforcement letter, at that point you can then apply for a U visa, show you've been injured or potentially could have been injured, show that you were the victim of a crime that's enumerated within the U visa category, and apply for that U visa. And that would be how you would start.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, hold on one second.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to Tamia in Huntington, Virginia. Tamia.
Hello.
Hi, Tamia.
Yes, hi. Can you hear me?
I do.
Yes, hi. How are you?
Good. How you
I
doing?
have a question for you.
Yes.
That my brother case that is already in National Visa Center, and he has last name spelling mistake. We send them letter to correct it. So my question is, will they send back this file back to USCIS and they will correct in their own system?
Well,
will it take
no,
long
they're not
time?
nobody's correcting anything, but hopefully you get an interview, and at the interview you can correct it at the interview.
Okay.
Okay.
And I have one more last question.
Yes.
Is like I'm the joint sponsor for my brother. So my kid's receiving food stamps and Medicaid, but I'm not receiving. So do you think it will be a problem for public charge?
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't because I'm not receiving Medicaid. And okay.
shouldn't.
Thank you
Okay.
so much. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Let's go to Royale in Far Rockaway, New York. Royale.
Hey, Brad.
What's up?
Oh, I got a question, man. Listen, if it's 601A we've already denied, can I refile a new one?
Yes. You can keep filing it till you get it approved.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
Now,
thanks, man.
but wait. I just want to say one thing. You ever hear of a guy by the name of Albert Einstein?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what Albert Einstein said? He said if you do the same thing over and over again and don't change anything, that's what's the word? Insane.
Yes.
That's the definition of insanity. So you don't want to keep filing the same waiver and not change it, add to it, because you're going to get the same result otherwise. So don't be insane.
Okay.
Don't be
I hear what
Captain
you're saying,
Insano. And we gotta think about this, look at it and say, how can we add, what can we do differently to make sure we get it approved this time? So hold on one second. Captain Insano.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, but you don't want to be that guy, right?
Absolutely.
Right. Okay. Let's go to John in Fort Myers, Florida. John.
Hello, Mr. Brad.
How are you?
I'm a little bit confused. I'm calling to clarify my situation.
Sure.
So last week I called about my brother that is under 21. My mom filed for him 2 years
About
ago.
your Child Status Protection Act.
Yes, and then last week I called. You said no because he's already 21. No, I cannot file a mandamus. And then this week I called. I explained the situation. You said a visa delay is a visa denial.
Those are two different things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Number one is he still qualified under the Child Status Protection Act? And number two is this a long enough delay to file a mandamus to get a visa petition approved? Those are two different concepts. I think what we should be doing is having a consultation, because I'm not going to be able to. Both are some heavy, serious concepts when it comes specific to your case. So let's have a consultation about that.
No. Before we transfer me, but the case was pending for 2 years, not approved yet. But my mother is a green card holder. Do you think the money is gonna work?
I don't know. Perhaps yes, a mandamus would work, and then we got to make sure that he's still qualified under the Child Status Protection Act. Or otherwise, you're just wasting your money on a mandamus, because then he would have another 5 years. Once you get the I-130 approved, you would still have another 5 years of waiting. So that's why you're going to need to have a consultation before you just start randomly filing mandamus, which is, let's figure out if he qualifies under Child Status Protection Act. If the I-130 gets approved, because then we know it's worth to file a mandamus, because as soon as we get the petition approved, he would be eligible for his green card under Child Status Protection Act. If not, it's a waste of time to do.
Okay, so what is the requirement for a child of green card holder under 21 to qualify for the child under the child status protection? What is the requirement for that? You
get to add the time in which the I-130 was pending to his 21st birthday, and if when the I-130 is approved, the priority date is current, and he applies for his green card within 1 year of doing so, he would still be qualified under the Child Status Protection Act.
Okay, so when the I-130 was filed, he was 19. I mean, 2 years ago. Now he's 21. So then it's still pending.
Okay, okay. Again, we would need to look at everything, but I just told you what the law is. So I can't without looking at the file and seeing what you did. I can't be a fortune teller and tell you whether he would or wouldn't. But it sounds like he is. But I would need to see the record. So hold on 1 second. Let's go to Prosper in Inglewood, California. Prosper.
Oh, hello, brother.
Yes,
yeah, congratulations for the award. I'm happy.
Thank you. I'm happy too. You think you're happy? I'm happy. You know who's even happier than me? Yonathan. Yonathan's the happiest guy in town.
Yeah, that's a word.
He's drinking all the champagne, Yonathan. He doesn't have to answer immigration questions, not like me. I gotta be sober. At least he can party a little bit while he's on air, right?
I'm definitely drinking.
Oh yeah. So I have a question. USCIS sent my EAD card on the 5th of this month.
Right.
But unfortunately, post office misplaced my EAD card. They can't find where they kept the mail. And I've been going through it for a while, so I don't know what to do. Do I need to get in contact with USCIS to tell them that?
Yeah, you have to, first of all, contact the post office and say, hey, where is it? If they don't have any record of it, then call USCIS and say, was the work permit returned? Because a lot of times when it's undeliverable by the post office, it's returned. If it's not returned, that means the post office delivered it to somebody. They either delivered it to your mailbox or someone else's mailbox and it's got lost. If that's the case, USCIS says, not my fault, post office delivered it, not returned to us, and they would make you refile for a new one. So hopefully for your purposes, either you find it, it's delivered, or if it wasn't delivered, it gets returned to USCIS.
The fact was that it wasn't delivered because when they checked the tracking number,
so then
it was actually
then call USCIS and see if it was returned, because otherwise they're going to make you file a new one.
Oh, okay, no problem. All right. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
I appreciate it.
All right, Yonathan, we're going to go back and forth. We're going to answer more immigration questions in a minute, but let's see what we got in social media.
Absolutely. Our first one comes from Art Soto saying, hey, I was wondering if USCIS started speeding things up. I filed the N-400 on May 19th. My interview is next week. How long after for the swearing in?
A couple weeks. Yes, they're speeding up.
Okay, and also I filed for my mom. She's 65 and a resident for 30 years. Therefore, she gets to do...
You did not file for your mom if you're not a citizen. Is this the same person?
Yes.
Okay. You cannot file for mom until you're a citizen, so I don't know what you did.
Okay, well, they said, therefore, she gets to do the interview in Spanish. Does she need to take an interpreter, or do they have one there?
You should bring an interpreter.
Okay. Fonmilayo saying, hey, sir, I-130 and I-485 was denied. I filed an appeal for the I-130. USCIS reopened the I-130 and then approved it. So, 1, do I have to file the motion to reopen or to reconsider for the form I-485?
You shouldn't have to. Immigration should open it as a matter of right. Mm-hmm. What you should do, though, instead of waiting around to see whether they did or didn't, is make an InfoPass appointment, go down to your local office, see if the I-45 is still pending. If it is, great, they'll schedule you for a new interview. If it's not pending, then you're going to need to file a new adjustment. But they should do it as a matter of right.
Okay, 2, do I have to file a new form I-485?
Well, it depends on whether it's still pending or not. If it's still pending, the answer is no. If it's not pending, then the answer is yes, if it's not reopened.
Okay. Now, Chocolate Diva's saying, squad up, is Obamacare a public charge?
At the moment, no.
Okay, they're seeking affordable insurance,
moment,
but don't
no.
want to mess
At
it
the
up.
moment, no.
Okay.
All right, Yonathan, before I go back to the telephone calls, please tell everybody about watch parties and thumbs up and all the other fun stuff.
Absolutely. Everybody on Facebook, we need you guys to do your watch parties. You already know how to do this. Press share, an option down. It'll say start your watch party. What this does is you are hosting your own Bradshaw Live on your page, and it sends a notification to your entire friends list. So this is what you could do to help us get this show out. So start that watch party. Go in the comment section. Talk to them. You are the host. All right? The hostess with the mostest. You're basically showing them your best web series show, okay? And also on YouTube, we definitely need you guys to continue sharing, continue commenting, but most importantly, let's all throw those thumbs up. Turn that gray thumb blue. So I want to see everybody who's watching right now. Now we have 184 people watching and 72 thumbs up. What's up with
We
that?
have 500 people on Facebook, and even though this is Friday, we should be getting to 1,000.
Absolutely.
Right?
So start your watch party on Facebook and do a thumbs up on YouTube.
All right, let's go to Dave in Dallas, Texas. Dave,
Hey, Brad.
how you doing?
I'm doing good, sir. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
All right. I just have one question. It is, what is the time frame to make a decision after replying back RFE for I-485?
After applying back ISD, what does ISD mean?
RFE.
RFE. What's the time frame?
Yeah.
Well, what
Yeah.
did you get the RFE at the beginning of the case or after your interview?
No, before the interview.
So you filed something and then you got you took a biometric, you got an RFE, and you haven't received anything else. Is that basically it?
Yes.
Okay. So what basically happened is you screwed up your case, which is why you got an RFE. And then once you apply back, you figure it's going to be at least 6 months before you get your work permit and somewhere between 6 to 12 months before you get an interview. At least.
All right.
All right. Sorry about that, but that's the way it is. Let's go. So when you get an RFE at the beginning, case doesn't start till you return everything. Kizzy in Philadelphia. Kizzy.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Good night.
Good night.
Yes. I filed for my kids the I-130. It was approved, but the only thing is that before I applied, my daughter came to America, but on a visitor's visa. But guess what? I filed before the 90 days. Would that be a problem?
How old's your daughter?
She was 18 at the time.
It could be a problem because you're a citizen. You filed an adjustment for her?
No, I was I'm a green card holder.
Okay, and where is she now?
She's still here.
All right. How she overstayed her time?
Yes, she did.
Okay, so how's she going to get a green card? Is she going to go home and do a provisional waiver? Are you going to become a citizen?
Yeah, because I got an email from NVC and they're saying that I'm seeing that they're going to schedule the interview for my country.
How old is she now?
She's 20. She turned 20.
Okay, you're still a resident?
Yes, I am.
Okay, the bigger problem is that she has a 10-year bar if she goes home now.
Right.
All right, so you need a provisional waiver, and she's still got to get out of the country before, with the provisional waiver, and you also have to qualify her under Child Status Protection Act. So when she goes home, she's still F2A, even though she turns 21.
Okay.
Right, so hold on one second. Let's go to Lisa in Pensacola, Florida. Lisa.
Hi, Brad.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm removing my conditions. I sent my application in February, but I never got a biometric appointment. They sent me something in the mail saying that I won't get a refund for it, but the fingerprint is complete. I know in November I got an appointment notice to do the biometric. Is that normal?
Wait. Say it again. What did you file for that you're not getting a refund for?
I filed to remove the condition.
So what?
But
and
I never got an appointment notice for the biometric.
But what does that have to do with a refund?
They sent me something in the mail saying that they're going to use my old fingerprint, and then I'm not getting a refund.
How much did you pay?
$680, I think.
Then you did perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So everything's fine.
So they sent me an appointment notice last week.
Because obviously they couldn't use your old fingerprint, so they need to fingerprint you again.
Okay.
All
right. Thank
right,
you.
Don't worry. All's good. All's good there. Let's go to Amanda in Port St. Lucie, Florida. Amanda.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I am good. My name is Amanda, and I came to the U.S. with my family, married legally, and I never returned back home. My father sponsored me, and a year later. How long do I have to wait, and what the procedure will be?
Okay, how old are you?
36.
Are you single or married?
Pardon me? Married.
Your father's a citizen?
Yes.
You're waiting about 15 years. Nothing's happening for a very long time. Did you realize how long you were going to wait?
No, now I'm finding that out.
Before you decided to overstay your visa and change your entire life? Wouldn't that be something you would want to know?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to need to find another way, because filing as a U.S. citizen parent for a married son or daughter is a 10 to 15 year wait. You don't want to wait almost more than a decade and a half for a green card. So we got to figure out another way for you. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Hold on. But these are things you got to figure out ahead of time.
Yeah.
Don't come and say, all right, I'm overstaying, and then figure it out. Do you know how many people come to me and they say, Brad, I'm here. And I look at their passport. I said, you just overstayed 2 weeks ago. Why are you here now? Because now I figured it's time to go see a lawyer. No, the time to go see a lawyer is before you overstay. Not after.
Before, guys.
Exactly. Because if you come before you overstay, there's lots of options.
There you go.
If you come after you overstay, even 2 weeks, you don't got too many options.
Right.
Like, hello, people.
You gotta let them know, man.
That's right. What do we got in social media?
All right, our next one in social media comes from Samora saying, squad up, bless up, asking for a friend. Can an American passport be used as the only proof of citizenship in the I-130 petition? Situation is my wife filed for
her first passport. If you have an American passport, that's proof of U.S. citizenship.
Okay, Susanna saying, how long after doing an adjustment of status and my dad, who is a permanent resident, start my paperwork filing, will I be able to travel back to my home country?
You can't adjust your status if your dad's a permanent resident.
Del Rito saying, Brad, how long is it taking USCIS to schedule biometrics after filing adjustment of status? I filed an AOS for my wife on October 4th, 2019 and only received the receipt notice so far.
Well, you should be getting it shortly.
Stacy Dahl saying, happy Friday.
Thank you.
What is the income requirement under public charge for a family of 3?
Family of 3, public charge at the present time is 125%. Let's see what that is. 125% above the poverty level. I have to do some math.
Okay.
Federal guidelines for 2019. Got to pull the math up.
There you go.
Family of 3. 100% is 21,330. So then add 2, 4, 6. You're about 26,000, 27,000, right in there.
All right.
All right.
And last one for now is Ben Londa saying, my cousin filed an I-485 in July and has done his biometric, hasn't got his work authorization yet. He's married to a green card
It's taken about 6 months.
Okay.
Oh, a green card holder?
He's married to a green card
well,
holder.
if he overstayed his time, he's not getting his work permit. If he filed while in legal status, then it should take about 6 months.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to Mike in Chicago, Illinois. Mike. All right, Mike is. We have Jeff Bosey wants to congratulate us. Jeff Bosey, how are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Jeff Bosey.
Jeff Bosey. Jeff Bosey is on the road apparently. We'll put him on hold and see if we get him back in a little bit. Sass, how are you? Sasha. Sasha also must be in the car with Jeff Bosey. They must both be together in the car. Let's go to Amadou in Memphis, Tennessee. Amadou.
Okay.
Amadou also, they're all riding.
In the truck.
In the truck.
Right.
Let's go to Danes in Denver, Colorado. Danes.
Well, do you want to?
Let's try Loli in Omaha, Nebraska. Loli. Maybe we're having phone problems. Do you think after we take 7 calls, do you think that after we take 7 calls we have phone problems?
Yeah.
We got problems, Yonathan.
Yeah, but we have a lot of questions.
All right, let's go to the questions.
All right, Miss Conscious saying, hey, Brad Squad, my case was filed for adjustment of status via marriage on October 8th. How long does it usually take USCIS to reply?
Say that again. As I got in my ear, the phone lines are down, so we're working on it, and we will figure it out in a few minutes. Go ahead again.
My case was filed for adjustment of status via marriage on October 8th. How long does it take USCIS to reply?
Reply to what? You should get a receipt notice in about 2 to 3 weeks. You should get a biometric in about 2 to 3 months. You should get a work permit in about 6 months, and an interview in about a year.
Baliave is saying, Brad, I got my...
Go ahead.
I think it's niece. It says nice. I think it's, Brad, I got my niece going to the interview next month in Senegal. Is the health insurance affect her without having the insurance?
It's not going to affect right now because there is a stay on all these health insurance requirements. So don't worry about it. Get the appointment before the stay is lifted.
You better hurry up.
Right.
All right, Nicolo saying, I was waiting for a visa interview for my kids, but my husband just found out he has cancer. So I have to expedite because he wants the kids to come spend time before he gets worse. Is that a problem?
Is it a problem? It's going to be a problem trying to expedite because of cancer.
It's for the kids.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Ajiawa saying, hi. My cousin filed I-130 since 2018, July 30th, but now her case is at NVC, and she sent all her civil documents to NVC this month on November 2nd. So how many months do you think it will take?
What?
Right in front of you.
There it is. Magic 8 Ball. How long is the NVC going to take? Says pretty hazy. Try again later.
Okay.
NVC is a little crazy. Who sponsored who there?
It doesn't say. It just says that the cousin was filed.
How would I know? Cousins filed. I don't know anything about their case.
Right.
Who sponsored? Whether you did the paperwork right.
Got you.
What your priority date is. What category you're in. Which is why I picked up the Magic 8 Ball, because it was such a hazy question.
Right.
The Magic 8 Ball said the answer is hazy.
I feel like
as well.
every time you pick up the Magic 8 Ball, it basically means you need to hire Brad as your lawyer because he can't, give you an answer unless he knows more.
All right. You want to see if our phones work?
Let's try it.
I don't know. Let's try Jeff Bosey. Jeff?
Hello, good
Hello,
sir.
How are you? Good sir.
Good. I haven't talked to you guys in so long. I feel like such a bad friend. But I had to call personally, say congratulations once again on another momentous occasion.
Thank you very much. Did you see who we beat out? Pretty impressive, huh?
I was sitting there. I was between you guys and WWE, and I was like, I thought WWE was going to win.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you something. There were some wrestlers there, and I thought I was going to get some body slammed as I was going up. I was like, I took a very circuitous route up to the stage because I didn't want any WWE guys body slamming me on the way. I was going to say, wow, I've had a lot of knee surgeries. I don't need to be body slammed by anybody.
I think you could take them.
Yeah.
You definitely are You are the Andre the Giant
of immigration
of the web industry.
But I hope to be. Hopefully, I'm a little better looking than him. But I appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you very much, and thanks, Jeff.
Congratulations.
How's your career going with comedy?
It's going. Can I tell you something? When I see you guys winning all these awards and doing all these things, I almost get a little starstruck now.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, Jeff. All right, it's good. Soon, very soon, you're going to see even much bigger things coming from us.
Hey.
Just watch.
I can't wait.
All right, thank you
very much. I can't wait. I'm sitting patiently. Have a great evening, guys.
Thank you. All right, Jeff. He was with us from our radio days.
Wow.
Yes. Now, for those who don't, a true guy, right?
Yeah.
For years listened. And he doesn't even have any immigration problems. He just loved listening to us. All right, let's go to Amadou in Memphis, Tennessee. Amadou.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, hi. How are you, boy?
Good. What's going on?
Yeah, first of all, thank you a lot because I follow your instruction for the first time.
And
now I have my case at least pending.
Oh, wonderful.
I don't know if you remember. Yeah, I don't know if you remember exactly, but I had my I-751 application denied, and I call you to ask if I should do a motion to reopen or
refile.
to refile.
Right? I said refile.
And you said to refile now. And I did it the next day.
Perfect.
And now at least my case is pending.
Perfect. I am glad you listened to me. If everyone was like you, the world would be a better place. I am telling you, my advice is solid. What's going on, Abdul? What's your question today?
And 1 week ago, I request for an expedition to expedite my case.
Who did you request to expedite your case to? They're not going to expedite it. Who did you request?
It got denied.
Yeah,
because
nobody's expediting it. You could be, God forbid, you could be dying of cancer. They're not expediting anything these days. They're just cruel over there. So the only way you get anything expedited is through a court system by filing a mandamus.
Okay. I expedited on the basis that my first I-751 was in 2012.
But they're not going to expedite it. They don't care. I care. Squad cares. Yo-Yo cares. Jilly Bean cares. Julian the TriCaster guy cares. Pizza really cares. J-Cube cares. They don't care.
Okay. Now I'm thinking about doing a mandamus.
But how long is your case? Your case has to be pending over a year. The new one. So you just got to hang out.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Just hang out and then call me in a year. Meanwhile, your green card's extended. I gotta get to the next caller. But unless you have
just a quick question. Now I have a stamp on my passport, and I'm planning to go a visit.
Go travel.
To Africa. Go. But I heard that there is a new rule that for the health insurance or whatever
First of all, it doesn't apply to people pending I-751s. Two, there's an injunction on it at the present time. So go travel.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
All right, let's go to Danes in Colorado. Danes.
Hey, Brad.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. This is my first time calling. All right, I have a quick question. My wife came in about 2 weeks ago on a CR1 visa, and my question is, I'm planning on applying on what's called Obamacare. So I'm afraid it might affect her green card application. Is it possible?
She came on a conditional resident visa, and the question is what?
I'm trying to apply for Obamacare.
You want to apply for what?
Affect her green card? Obamacare, healthcare.
Obamacare. No, enjoy Obamacare. It's fine. It won't affect it all.
Okay, on CR1 visa, does that mean she's a green card condition for 2 years?
She's a 2-year conditional green card holder, correct.
Well, okay. Thank you very much,
You're welcome. All right. Let's go to Lolly in Omaha. Lolly.
Huh?
Hi, Lolly. Loli?
Hi.
Hi, how are you? You're in Omaha, Nebraska?
Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Brad. I'm in New York City. How are you?
Hi, Brad. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
What's going on in Omaha, Nebraska?
It's cold down here.
Really? Guess what? It's cold up here, too. It is freezing here today, let me tell you. I'm no weatherman, but I'm telling you, I'm wearing one of these today. All right, what's going on?
Right, so I have been granted advance parole, to attend my dad's funeral. So my dad passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences.
Thank you. So is it safe to travel with it?
Will you have a pending adjustment? What is the basic?
Yes, my AOS is pending.
Then yes, it's perfectly safe to travel. Just don't stay out for more than 2 to 3 weeks, but it's perfectly safe to travel.
Okay, quick second question.
Yes.
How would that affect my F1 visa?
Well, once you have a pending adjustment of status, you're not on a student visa anymore. So you can go to school. You don't have to go to school. That's your prerogative. But you're no longer on a student visa.
Oh.
Yeah, I had a client in about 2 weeks ago, and they got married, and their case is pending over a year, and they really don't want to go to school anymore. They were here on a student visa, and they keep paying every semester for the school. And she says, you know what, I'm really tired of going to school. I've been here for years on a student visa. I finally found love. I'm married. Good marriage. I said, well, then why are you applying to go to school? Well, I thought I had to stay on the student visa until I got my green card. I said, no. Once you file your adjustment status, you don't. She goes, oh my God. She's like Lolly over here. She's like Lolly. She's like, oh my God. So I don't have to pay those tuition fees anymore.
Oh my God. I'm so happy.
Yes.
Oh my God.
All right,
you saved my life.
Okay, good. All right. Well, I'm sorry about your father, but I'm glad I saved you a couple of bucks. All right, Lolly. Be well.
Thank you
okay.
so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Look how happy she is. It's amazing how a little information can make people so happy, right? Let's go to Mike in Chicago. Mike.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Brad. Can you hear me?
I do.
Thank you. Thanks for your time. So I have a quick question regarding to naturalization in 400 form. I've been a permanent resident and I've been living with the same U.S. citizen at least past 4 years. So planning to apply for naturalization based on 3 years rule. And I would like to know if I meet marital union requirement because a couple of years ago I had to move from one state to another one because I got a new job offer. And after 3 months, my wife joined me. So what do you think? How does USCIS define this marital union in this specific case?
They just want to see that it's a bona fide marriage, and the fact that you were separated for 3 months doesn't mean it's not a bona fide marriage. I think you're fine.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So you're fine.
All right. Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right. So we're gonna get to some more social media questions in a second. We have some more telephone calls we're gonna get for a second. But in today's Spar and Bernstein's attorney close-up, Spar and Bernstein personal injury attorney and partner Moshe Borukh tells us about his immigration story and how it inspired him to pursue a career in law. Let's watch.
Hello everybody, my name is Moshe Borukh, an attorney and partner at the law offices of Spar and Bernstein. As an immigrant from the former Soviet Union, I take pride as a personal injury attorney representing other immigrants here in the state of New York. Even as an undocumented person here in the state of New York, your rights are exactly the same as those who are documented citizens. You have absolutely nothing to worry about if you are injured as a result of somebody else's negligence. At Spar and Bernstein, not only do we have personal injury lawyers, but we also have immigration lawyers to protect your immigration status. As an immigrant from the former Soviet Union, I can understand the struggles and consequences of moving from one country to the next, which is why I personally became an attorney to make sure that other people's rights were protected. Coming from the former Soviet Union is very difficult for me and my family. We were persecuted for merely trying to express our religious beliefs. Now, as an attorney, I make sure that my clients do not have to go through that.
So, it's so funny. Right at the end, he's trying to be really he's a really sincere person.
Right.
But you see, he's like tough guy, you know. He's not like I don't take no crap. But you saw right at the end, you go, that's why I became, you know. He started getting angry. I could see it. You should see him scream and yell. Yonathan, Elias, what do we got in social media?
All right, we have one from Miezi saying, Team Brad. Okay, now I've tried all pro bono lawyers, but no available. So I'm planning to appear single for my court hearing in November 26th.
That's a bad.
What's my fate? It's asylum.
That is a bad move.
Yeah.
Because I think statistically, without knowing, I think you have like a 10% chance of winning when you show up without a lawyer. Less than 10% chance. So that's not a good choice.
All right. Layla is saying, is public charge still active for out of the country for a beneficiary?
Public charge still applies. The old one applied. Mm-hmm. Oh no, not true. The new public charge applies for out of. There's three different things.
Okay.
So let's make this clear.
Okay.
The old public charge rules, where you just had to be 125% above the poverty level, that applies for people adjusting here. The new public charge rules by President Trump for processing at a U.S. embassy abroad, that applies now, where you have to show that you are going to not take any government assistance moving forward. And there's a certain point system that they go by. And then there's the, do I need health insurance when I enter the United States? That has also been put on hold.
Got you.
So basically, old laws in America, new laws outside of America.
All right. Effort blessed Andreas saying, I'm here in the USA. My husband filed an I-130 for me and my under 21 2 kids in Jamaica. Is it possible that they could be here before I get my green card?
It's possible, but these days, probably not.
All right. And last one is Derek saying, I got approved from USCIS. I got my question. My wife, she's in India. USCIS to the Department of State. Now I want to know when NVC will send me new mail.
I don't know when NVC will send you new mail.
Yeah.
Okay, those are questions only the Magic 8 Ball would know.
Right. Let me ask one more then.
Yes.
Christopher is saying, would USCIS deny an AOS concurrent filing for not submitting a medical?
No, they'll ask for it at the time of the interview.
Awesome.
All right, let's go to Michael in Hartford. Michael.
Yes, Brad. Good evening,
afternoon.
sir.
How are you?
I'm good. I've been waiting a long time, but I get nervous with my question now, Brad. Brother, I'm asking a question on behalf of my friend. I know a lot about his story, so he asked me to see if I could get some answer for him. The question goes like this. He filed for a VAWA and he was approved, but he didn't have any entry because he come into the country illegal. Nevertheless, he applied, he get married and he applied, but he was denied that back then. Then he filed for VAWA. Then he get his VAWA approved. But before the VAWA approved, he was denied.
All right. If you're married to a U.S. citizen and you don't have a legal entry, you got to be either 245I or be married to someone in the military or former military to get.
He was a 245I.
Let me finish talking now. Or a parole in place. For people of VAWA, it doesn't matter if you entered without inspection. You are still eligible to adjust your status. So people who filed VAWA, whether you're iwi or came legally, can file an adjustment. If he came iwi, entered without inspection, you just file the adjustment. If he submitted a fraudulent document to enter the United States, you still basically entered iwi and made a misrepresentation, so you're filing an adjustment with a waiver.
So he could show the way he came in the country, but he didn't. He was denied at the time of the wedding, of the marriage interview.
So to answer your question again, because maybe I wasn't clear, but I will try
you was clear.
So I'll be very clear now. If you're married to a U.S. citizen, you need a legal entry. VAWA, you can adjust as an iwi. So the fact that those are two different cases. So you're not eligible he wasn't eligible to adjust based on marriage, but he's eligible as a VAWA.
All right. The question goes like this now. Now that he applied for the VAWA, the VAWA was approved. He gets an advance parole. He travel out of the country and come back. Is it okay at the interview?
Yes. He may need a waiver. Yes, he may need a waiver if he committed a misrepresentation. But again, you can adjust as an iwi under VAWA.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
I don't know if he understands.
I think so.
I do.
So. You do? Okay, good. Okay, good.
I do.
Good.
I get you. I heard what you said. You said he can adjust under the inspection, enter without inspection.
Correct.
But the question that I asked is, now that he traveled with the advance parole and come back here.
That's fine.
It is still fine.
Still fine.
All right. He's been waiting over a year and a half now. What should he do? For his interview.
File a mandamus or wait longer.
All right.
Those are your choices. Okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, sir. We struggle through, but we get through.
Did I help you? I hope I helped you. I don't mean to be curt. I just, make it clear. He's eligible to adjust. You got to wait or file a mandamus. That's basically how life is.
All right.
Good?
Thank you. Yes, sir.
All right. I think we got him now. Michael, we got through to Michael.
Cool.
All right. Let's go to Vinette in Shelton, Connecticut. Vinette.
Hi. Good evening.
How are you?
I'm fine. Congrats on your award.
Thank you.
I'm fine. Okay, quick question. My husband has filed for me, petition for me. He's a U.S. citizen. However, he was not able to do it for my daughter as we were not married before she was 18 years old. If by any chance I should get my green card prior to her 21st birthday, can I go ahead and petition for her?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
All right.
Will that fall under the...
Well, again, we get those questions a lot. We even had that guy call in the beginning of the show about it. When you can file as a conditional resident. B, when you're filing, you want to categorize your child in F2A over F2B, because at F2A, priority date's a current. F2B, you're going to wait 5-6 years. The child, once the child turns 21, under the law becomes F2B. They have something called Child Status Protection Act that allows you to add the time the I-130 took to get approved to the 21st birthday. So, for example, let's say your child is 19 and it takes 2 years for the I-130 to get approved. So the I-130 doesn't get approved till child turns 21. Child, you get to add those 2 years to the 21st birthday. Child now has till 23 in the F2A category.
Oh, well, let's say she'll be 21 next year. Let's say for by luck I should get my green card, let's say by March. Would that still pose an issue?
Again, it's all fact-based until you get the I-130 filed and approved and see what the priority dates are. It's impossible. But the quick answer to your question is you want to be hopeful. As soon as you get a green card, the next day turn around and file the I-130. Give you your best chance.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome for that. Let's go to Nisha in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. Nisha. Hold on. All right. Nisha in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. Let's try one more time. Nisha in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. How are you?
Yeah, hello, sir. Can you hear me?
I do hear you now. What's going on?
Hi, sir. Actually, I have a small question regarding my status. So I entered U.S. with a F1 visa, and right now I'm on my OPT. So I got recently married like a week back, so I don't know what to do next.
File an adjustment. You married to a citizen?
Yes.
File an adjustment application as quickly as possible. And you got to prove it's a bona fide marriage. You live with her and have a financial relationship with her, and you'll get a green card. And even if your OPT is up, you're allowed to stay. And you can also apply for a work permit. So everything will be good for you. Just get the application. Hold on if you need help. Let's go to David in Dallas, Texas. David? Try one more time. Having problems with the phone today. David in Dallas, Texas. David? And David dropped. All right. What do we got here on my sheet? We have more social media questions.
All right. Our next one is from Hope, saying, my wife just came on a CR1 on October 17th. I'm thinking about enrolling her on Obamacare. Will that have a negative impact when I apply for her green card?
At this moment, no. Maybe in the future, but right now all of that Trump stuff is on hold.
Christopher saying, we already asked that. Abiola saying, me and my wife married last year in August and went on the interview in August this year. They gave us a letter that my case is being reviewed, and my wife and I have had little arguments, and she moved from the house. What should I do?
It's a problem if you're not living together. I don't know what the arguments are, but you sound like you need a consultation.
Okay. Ordinary saying, my father has a green card. What are my chances of getting an approval on my I-130?
If he's your father and he had a relationship with you, very good.
Valerie saying, I came on a holiday visa with my family and overstayed. My father sponsored myself and my family and are waiting for an appointment for a permanent stay.
Say it again?
So they came on a holiday visa with her and her family. They overstayed, and the father is sponsoring her and her family and awaiting for an appointment for the permanent stay.
That's why I said say it again. I don't know what the question is. Thank you for all those facts. What you want? The answer is, if you overstayed and your father filed for you, you're going to need to go home to come back because you're not going to most likely be eligible. You're going to need to do a provisional waiver. If you're asking how long you're going to take, I have no idea. I don't know if your father's a resident, a citizen, you're single, you're married.
Right.
I don't know when he filed for you. I don't know what country you're from.
Yeah.
Those are one of those, you've just given me absolutely no information in which to help you.
Yeah.
All right, so Diwali is, we're going to try this one more time, is the Indian Festival of Lights, a holiday that celebrates the triumph of good over evil.
Right.
Diwali 2019 was celebrated on October 27th, also the 15th of the month of Kartika in the Hindu calendar. Our very own Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias attended the Diwali celebration at the Brooklyn Borough Hall, where attendees focused on the victory of light over darkness by dedicating this year's event to the migrant families who have been separated at the U.S. southern border. Let's check it out.
Yeah. What's up, Brad Squad? This is Yonathan, Elias, and I'm here at the 3rd annual Diwali celebration at Brooklyn Borough Hall. Now, Diwali celebration is the Hindu festival of lights, symbolizing the spiritual victory of light over darkness, good over evil, and knowledge over ignorance. Now, this year, the Diwali celebration is going to be devoted to the families that have been separated by Trump's administration at the southern borders. This is going to be a very important celebration, and we're going to talk to some of the attendees to see what Diwali means to them and what you as a viewer can take as a lesson. All right, let's check it out.
My name is Wadad Hassan, and I'm the lead advisor for Muslim, Arab, South Asian communities at the New York City Commission on Human Rights. And we're a city agency that enforces one of the strongest anti-discrimination laws in the country.
Awesome. So can you please tell us about the event today and why your organization actually partners up with this event?
Sure. So today we have the 2nd annual Diwali celebration at Brooklyn Borough Hall, and actually the 3rd annual Diwali celebration in Brooklyn. As you know, the theme tonight is ending family separation, and you know, this is something that's on the minds of so many New Yorkers, and we wanted to focus on this tonight because we want people to leave knowing that the city and our city agencies as well, the Commission on Human Rights, the Mayor's Office of Immigrant Affairs, and the Mayor's Community Affairs Unit all stand with immigrants in New York City, and we have their backs, and we will continue to fight for them no matter what's coming out of the federal administration. So we want people to leave with that sense of hope and not feeling fearful or isolated or alone in this political climate where so many people are feeling under attack. So we were very proud to be a part of that, and we're very excited to be here tonight to celebrate the diversity in New York City and Diwali as well. Like many of our heritage events, we want people to come to these events and learn more about the experiences of other communities, to celebrate the diversity in New York City, and celebratory events like this are a great space to do that. So I would definitely encourage folks to visit our website, the New York City Commission on Human Rights.
There's an estimated of 4,000 children that have been separated from their families, and many not reunited with their families. What's a message that you would like to give to any of the family members if they were watching?
I mean, that's really hard because, you know, I think being separated from a loved one is something unimaginable, and no one wants to ever go through that. But what I would say is that, you know, in New York City, we fight for them. We stand with those families, and we're, you know, fiercely defending people here living in New York City, like letting them know that, like, no matter what your immigration status is or your country of origin, what's happening on the federal level is not acceptable, and we will continue to fight that, sending a message to the country that, you know, things like this, family separation, discrimination, and basically racism is what we're seeing at the border is unacceptable.
And what are some changes that you would love to see to the current immigration policies?
I think it's really important for us to approach our immigration policies with a more humane and compassionate lens. I think we're at this point where people are being dehumanized. Black and brown folks at the border are being dehumanized. And this is why I think we see that so many folks being separated at the border. And if we, you know, come at this with more humane and compassionate approach, that, you know, I think that would help so many people and prevent things like this, you know, atrocities that we're seeing now happening.
So I want to know, what is your immigration story?
I was born in Brooklyn. My family is from Yemen, and, you know, things like this that, you know, I'm seeing coming out of the federal administration it's very disheartening, because I think for many people, first generation or second generation immigrants, the thought always comes in your mind, what about like this, how this can impact me, or this could have been me. So it's definitely very personal for me and so many people in New York City.
The type of music we were doing was called kirtan, and it's actually a form of Indian devotional music. Originally it was in temples only, and then 500 years ago, thanks to some revolutionaries, they brought it outside of the temple. They said, why should only one set of people be able to do this? Everyone should be able to do this. And so we do kirtan. The majority of who you saw performing with me are my family, are often at a temple nearby here in Brooklyn. It's called the Radha Govinda Temple. We're also on Instagram and Facebook and many other places. There was an album that I was included on that was Grammy nominated. So I feel really fortunate and very, very proud to be a part of this entire celebration and to be a part of giving my music however I can.
My name is Bita Mostofi. I'm the Commissioner for the Mayor's Office of Immigrant Affairs.
Wow, okay. So what's happening tonight and why is it so important for us to be here celebrating this amazing festival?
So we are gathered tonight with communities across our city, some of whom celebrate and some of whom are here in solidarity with fellow New Yorkers, but to celebrate the festival of Diwali. And it's really a beautiful time.
She doesn't want her to talk anymore. You as a mother, why is it important to bring her?
You know, as a city of immigrants, nearly 40% of our population foreign-born, one of the things that makes us amazing as New Yorkers is our ability to bring to this great city and to share with one another our cultures and our heritage and to learn from one another. And certainly the Festival of Diwali is one that's all about a recognition of needing to bring light into our lives and our communities. And at this moment in time in our country's history, where so many of our immigrant communities feel under attack, feel like they must be made invisible, this is a time where we come together and recognize that, in fact, we all must come to the light together. We all must make ourselves visible and those around us and ensure that we're using our opportunities and the fact that we're here in this great city as a moment to stand together and to support one another.
You know, this year's celebration is devoted to the separated families, and there's been an estimated of 4,000 children that have been separated from their families.
You know, I don't have a simple message, but I have one of hope for so many communities at this time when we see that there is this attempt to divide us, when we see that there's this attempt to instill fear and confusion, to have people retreat from accessing the services and resources they need, or to fear interacting with others around them. We're reminded in this great city that we are stronger because of our immigrant communities, that we're the safest big city in America because we welcome and are inclusive of everyone. And if I have any message, it is to the children, to families. Thank you for your resilience. Thank you for continuing to teach us to upholding your own dignity and your own values. And may this be a blimp in our history, but a moment in time in which we learn from some of our mistakes, where we can grow and be better and be stronger and celebrate the diversity of all of us in all the right ways. Immigration has a role in the betterment of our cities and our countries. And so cities locally on the ground often have a very positive experience and impact, and recognize that without a fair and just immigration system, we won't be able to continue to thrive and grow as communities across this country.
My name is Ravi Ragbir. I'm the Executive Director of New Sanctuary Coalition, which is an organization that believes no one should be deported. So that all our volunteers and all our members and organizations that ally with us are working with us on that premise, that no one should be deported. It doesn't matter what country you're from, what language you speak, what your sexuality. Sometimes we have packed the court so much that people have to bleed out into the corridors. And you think it's simple, but we have actually had an impact in that courtroom. When the judges see the people that we send them, it causes them to pause and it will give them a better opportunity. My dream is that migration is safe, is made safe for everyone wherever they go to, whether they come into the U.S., which is right now the safest place to be, and they can migrate safely and naturally. Also that we can all live in dignity together in the same dream of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King and Mahatma Gandhi, where we want to build a beloved community.
Well, there you have it, Brad Squad. I hope that you guys enjoyed this amazing cultural event. This year's celebration is going to be dedicated and devoted to the families in the southern borders that have been separated, and we need to stick together. So thank you for the organization and the people who celebrate Diwali for inviting the Brad Show Live. Back to the studio.
All right, and for those of you who did not get your immigration questions asked and answered, we still have a social media round. We still have a speed round. And if you still don't get your questions answered, you can follow me on Instagram at Real Brad Bernstein. That's where I spend most of my time on social media, sometimes on Facebook too. And you can, if you're part of the Brad Squad, and you can, and I know who you are because you've come out of the comment closet, you can drop me a DM. And I'll try to help you as best as I can. You can also follow us at Brad Show Live, see the best content from our shows from the previous nights, as well as some of our best old produced content, as well as some behind the scenes and reminders about when we're going to be on and when we're going to be off. And Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias.
Yes, you can follow me at Yonathan Elias TV.
All right, and Marge Higgs says it's 7:41. That only means one thing.
What's it mean?
It means it's social media check-in.
Yeah. All right, our first for this segment is Lala Hart saying, I've been granted advanced parole to go back home. Is it safe to travel? How would advanced parole affect my F1 status? AOS is still pending.
I think we spoke to her on the phone, and we said it's completely safe. She doesn't need to be in student visa status anymore.
Oh, that's the same one.
And she was in Nebraska. She can go and come. Just don't stay out for more than 2-3 weeks.
Angel saying, is there a faster way to get my adult child here and cancel the I-130, which was filed in 2016? Is there a faster way? I'm a green card holder.
Don't cancel anything. You could have multiple cases going. You would need to have a consultation. We can try to figure it out.
Chrissy saying, question, I just got my work permit and that is DHS restricted to work only. What are the do's and don'ts on this card? And secondly, can my husband still add me on health insurance beneficiary?
You can use your social security number for any legal purpose.
Okay, and can the husband still add her on insurance?
Yes.
Okay. Linda Shaw saying, how long after the affidavit of support submit to the visa center would you have to wait for the interview?
I don't know. That's a magic 8-ball question.
Okay, Walid saying, I'm a U.S. citizen and filed the I-130 for my wife that is in Tunisia. My question is that when I filed for her with the NVC, I made over 125% over poverty line, but I have Obamacare. Is this a problem?
It's not a problem anymore. Having Obamacare and not having Obamacare doesn't really affect your case as much. But certainly now it's not about 125% above the poverty level. It's about whether she's self-supporting, and there's a point system now, and that would require a consultation.
Okay, and Steve saying, I'm a citizen and would like to sponsor my mom who lives in Africa. Except my birth certificate, is there any other document I can use to prove that she's my mom when submitting the I-130?
If your mom's name is on your birth certificate, I think that's pretty good proof.
Well, I think the birth certificate is in Africa.
Well, you're going to need to go get it. Or to have someone get it.
Okay, so there's no other.
Unless you're going to submit something and write an affidavit saying the birth certificate doesn't exist, they're going to make you take a blood test.
Got you. Drew Berry says, I just applied for my AOS through marriage. A lawyer told me I should not apply for advanced parole because immigration will not let me in the States since I overstayed 10 years on a B2 and will have a bar for 10 years.
Absolutely incorrect.
Wow.
That is not true at all. Having a short, innocent trip abroad it does not trigger a 10-year bar or a 3-year bar. That's why I always tell everybody just take a couple weeks.
Okay, AA says, what should I do when an I-130 for a child under 21 that has a message on the case that no one showed for an interview and the child isn't in the United States?
That means you better call the embassy and get a new interview and get somebody to take that child to an interview.
All right.
Right?
Yeah. Mohammed saying, I had my second interview early October and then they sent me an RFE asking a new medical because the one I had was submitted 2 years ago.
So do it.
Okay. And the last one for now is Perfection Dead 2285. Says, my friend's husband filed for her. He submitted the I-130 and the I-485 since January, but only got a receipt for the I-130. Both money orders were cashed, but has not heard anything about the I-485.
Well, as long as you got a biometric, you saw the money orders were cashed, you probably just the receipt notice was lost in the mail. On the canceled check or money order, whatever it is, they should have the case number on it for the I-485. You should be able to follow up on there.
Okay.
All right. Do you know? I have a sheet here.
What's that?
It says what we're supposed to do next.
Okay.
Our very own Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias.
That guy again.
Right, that guy again. What, is he taking over the show?
Right.
It's Yo-Yo.
It's a Yo-Yo.
It's Yo-Yo Show. It's a spin-off of Brad Show Live. Our very own Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias was out on the streets, shockingly, testing people's knowledge of some of our favorite celebrities. Are these favorite celebrities American-born or immigrants? Let's play along and watch.
What's up, Brad Squad? It's your boy, Yonathan Elias, out here in the streets of New York. Now, the United States of America has some of the biggest entertainment industries of the world, whether it's for books, music, television, movies, or theater. So it's no surprise that entertainers from all over the globe come to the States for their careers. Now, the entertainment industry is not easy. It's very tough. So some don't make it and have to go back home, but some achieve greatness for their careers and actually end up immigrating here and becoming an American citizen. So now, do you know which one of your favorite celebrities are actually American-born or immigrants? Let's play another edition of Celebrities, Immigrant or American-born. Let's go. Are you ready to play Celebrity Edition, American-born or immigrant?
I was born ready.
Ooh, okay, girl.
I'm not too confident,
Yeah,
but...
First question, Michael J. Fox. Was he born in America, England, Canada, South Africa, or Switzerland?
I'm gonna say America.
Are you ready to play?
Yes.
All right. Michael J. Fox. Is he born in America, England, Canada, South Africa, or Switzerland?
England?
Where are you guys from?
United Kingdom.
Woohoo! From the UK. We love y'all. All right, you guys ready to play Celebrity Edition of American-born or immigrant?
Yes.
Yeah.
Michael J. Fox. Was he born in America, England, Canada, South Africa, or Switzerland?
I'm gonna say Canada.
Yeah, I was gonna say Canada as well.
This is my first trip to New York, by the way.
Whoa, and you're on TV? Look at that.
Just my luck.
Where you from?
India.
Michael J. Fox.
America.
Canada. Marty McFly hails from Canada and was born in 1961 and got his American citizenship in 1999. Besides his prolific acting career, which took off in 1982 in hit shows like Family Ties and Spin City, and in movies such as Back to the Future, Fox has also become a health advocate. In 1992, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. He created the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's Research, the goal of which is to find a cure for the condition. He champions for medical research into stem cells, which produce breakthroughs in understanding and treating the disease. In 2007, Fox was named the Time magazine as one of the 100 people whose power, talent, or moral example is transforming the world. Salma Hayek. Is she born in America, Dominican Republic, Mexico, Spain, or Chile?
Say Chile.
Oh, I don't know. Dominican Republic. Spain.
Salma Hayek.
Mexico.
Mexico.
Salma Hayek was born in Mexico and started her career making telenovelas. In 1991, she moved to Los Angeles and started studying acting and straddling the Hollywood and Mexican acting worlds. She overstayed her U.S. visa and was undocumented for a while before getting her green card. She acquired her U.S. citizenship in 2013. She is one very, very talented but beautiful actress. Eddie Van Halen. Is he born in America, Netherlands, Sweden, Amsterdam, or Iceland?
Netherlands.
Eddie Van Halen. Is he born in America, Netherlands, Sweden, Amsterdam, or Iceland?
I'm gonna say Iceland.
I think Sweden.
Amsterdam.
Eddie Van Halen.
Sweden.
The famous guitarist was born in the Netherlands and later moved to the United States when he was 7 years old. He later became a naturalized citizen. In 2011, Van Halen donated his guitar, the Frank II, to the Smithsonian National Museum of American History. And in 2015, he gave a talk to the museum about what it means to be American. Van Halen said, "We showed up here with the equivalent of $50 and a piano. We came halfway around the world without money, without a set of job, no place to live, and couldn't even speak the language." He said donating his guitars was an honor and a symbol of how his music became part of the American fabric. That's a good guy right there. George Lopez. Is he born in America, Ecuador, Honduras, Mexico, or El Salvador?
That is hard. That is hard.
George Lopez. Is he born in America, Ecuador, Honduras, Mexico, or El Salvador?
Mexico.
If it's not Mexico, I'm gonna be really disappointed in myself. Is it Mexico?
George Lopez. Was he born in America, Ecuador, Honduras, Mexico, or El Salvador?
Lopez doesn't sound like a very sort of common name, but then again, but I mean, like, in the UK it's not, so you'd assume they're not from there.
Right.
Sounds American.
I say Mexico.
He comes from Mexican parents, but he was born in America. The stand-up comedian, writer, producer, and TV actor known for his candid observational humor about his life being Mexican-American was actually born in Mission Hills, California in 1961. Okay, Janelle Monáe. She from America, France, Belgium, Nigeria, or Ghana?
Oh my God. France.
All right, Janelle Monáe, the singer. She from America, France, Belgium, Nigeria, or Ghana?
Now the name sounds French, but I feel like it's too easy if it was French. I think I'd probably say, was Belgium one of the options?
Yes.
I'll pick Belgium.
I'm gonna go with France, I don't know.
Ghana?
Janelle Monáe.
France?
America. Everybody thinks that she's from France because of that name.
Yes.
The multi-talented artist Janelle Monáe Robinson was born in Kansas City, Kansas in 1985. Monáe's signature style is her tuxedo wardrobe, and she cites Grace Jones and Josephine Baker as her style role models. In April 2018, during an interview with Rolling Stone, Monáe said about her sexuality, being a queer black woman in America, someone who has been in relationships with both men and women, I consider myself to be a free-ass motherfucker. M. Night Shyamalan. That's the director. Okay. Was he born in America, India, Pakistan, Lebanon, or Iran?
Pakistan?
America, India, Pakistan, Lebanon, or Iran?
Iran?
Is he from America, India, Pakistan, Lebanon, or Iran?
I'd say America on that one again.
I don't know. I'm gonna guess Iran.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Should know this.
You should know this. I'm not even gonna look. America, India, Pakistan, Lebanon, or Iran?
India.
There you go. I was about to say, if you don't, I'm gonna take your card away.
Yeah.
The screen director, producer, writer, and occasional actor, who's known for his supernatural plots, was born in Puducherry, India, but raised in Philly. He added Knight to his name when he turned 18 and applied for U.S. citizenship. After graduating from NYU's film school, Shyamalan made a film called Praying with Anger about an American's spiritual journey to India. It won an award at the American Film Institute and landed him an agent. He's known for his many projects, including The Sixth Sense and Wayward Pines. Sixth Sense, that was a scary-ass movie. I ain't gonna lie. Pamela Anderson, we all know her from Baywatch. America, Sweden, Norway, Canada, or Russia?
It's USA or Canada, isn't it? It's one of the two, but definitely seems more American.
I'm gonna say Canada.
Pamela Anderson. She born in America, Sweden, Norway, Canada, or Russia?
Russia?
So maybe I wasn't born ready.
But you born ready to learn.
Yes.
There you go. Yes. Pamela Anderson.
Canada?
America? No.
Canada.
I did not know that. Not at all.
The Baywatch star grew up in British Columbia, Canada, and became a U.S. citizen in 2004, where she became an animal rights activist. Anderson makes fun of her reputation as a Californian sex symbol. She told Esquire magazine, "People say I'm the ultimate California girl," which is funny, being that I'm Canadian. Just goes to show, you can never tell a book by its cover. Dave Matthews. America, Canada, Ireland, Scotland, or South Africa?
Ireland?
Dave Matthews. America, Canada, Ireland, Scotland, or South Africa?
Ireland. America?
South Africa. Yeah.
I don't like this game.
You're still doing good. Dave Matthews.
Ireland.
South Africa.
My goodness, South Africa.
It's not fair.
Yeah. In South Africa, Matthews attended anti-apartheid marches and rallies, which he says inspired some of his later work. Who would have thought?
I'm failing all this shit.
It's okay, but you learning. All right, last one. Ken Jeong on Hangover. You know him. Is he born in America, China, Philippines, or South Korea?
China, Philippines, or South Korea is one of them.
Ken Jeong, America, China, Philippines, or South Korea, where he was born?
I'm going to say South Korea.
Yeah, South Korea.
South Korea?
I want to say South Korea.
He comes from South Korean parents, but
In America, of course. Okay.
Kendrick Kang Jong-gyo is an actor, comedian, writer, producer, and actually a physician. Was born to immigrants from South Korea, but born in Detroit, 1969. He's best known for playing Ben Chang on the sitcom Community and the gangster Leslie Chow in the Hangover film series. He was the lead in the ABC sitcom Dr. Ken and also starred in Crazy Rich Asians. Jeong is a licensed physician who stopped practicing in favor of his acting career. He currently appears as a panelist on the singing competition show, The Masked Singer.
I watched his thing on Netflix the other day.
You did?
So I think I got a bit confused with him saying it was obviously where his sort of heritage was from.
Exactly. So that's where his heritage is from, but he was actually born a U.S. citizen.
That's his fault. I'm blaming him for that one.
Well, there you have it, Brad Squad. Another successful edition of Celebrity American Born or Immigrant. We stumped a lot of people out here on the streets. I wonder how well you guys did. Now let's get back to the studio.
All right, so we do something called speed round, where I am going to attempt to answer 10 solid immigration questions in less than 60 seconds. Questions I have never heard. I don't know what these questions are. Nobody has shared these questions with me ahead of time. I do not know. They're in a hermetically sealed envelope that only Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias knows. You remember? Yeah, I'm dating myself now.
Why?
Hermetically sealed envelope.
Oh,
That's what
yeah.
Johnny Carson used to do with Ed
right.
McMahon.
Yeah.
When he was the whatever, Swami.
The
Swami guy, So it's a hermetically sealed envelope, and only Ed McMahon knows the answers.
Sheesh.
Or the questions. All right,
Are we ready?
1 minute.
Nova, can one reapply for their VAWA if the VAWA or visa is denied?
Yes.
Lala says, is a public charge still active for out-of-country beneficiary?
Yes.
Chris says, would USCIS deny AOS concurrent filing for not submitting a medical?
No, you would bring it to the interview.
Ordinary says, my father has a green card. What are the chances of getting approval on the I-130 or I-30?
He has to be your biological father and show a relationship between birth to 18, and it would be approved.
Jacqueline says, how long after I-601 waiver is approved to get an interview?
Depends where you are, whether in America or another country, it could be 2 to 4 months.
Ida says, what's it mean when the case is suspended because of security check?
It means that your case is pending because your fingerprints haven't cleared.
Ida says, do you represent clients from all over the USA?
Yes.
Amani says, how long after you submit an affidavit of support before you get a response?
I don't know what your application is.
George says, travel on advance parole and getting 1 year to wait on my AOS.
What does that even mean?
Tanisha saying, what happens next after I-130 petition is approved?
I don't even know! What does that question even mean?
Listen, these are questions that are given to me.
What?
I got all my questions out, though.
You gave me a statement. You didn't even give me a question to answer.
Listen, this ain't my fault. Don't y'all blame me now, all right? I'm just reading.
But question number 9 was a statement. It wasn't even a question.
Let's see. What did it say?
What did it say?
I traveled on advance parole and get 1 year to wait on my AOS.
That's a statement.
Right.
That's not even a question to even be asked.
What am I supposed to do? I got 10 seconds, like 60 seconds.
That's not even a question. That's so unfair.
I just want to say that I read all my questions.
I want you to know somebody sabotaged speed round.
Sabotaging us.
Somebody sabotaged this.
We did pretty good, though. We did pretty good.
What was the other question?
Let's see. Submitted I-130 on January 19th, and my wife is a U.S. citizen as of now. Still no answer from USCIS. Is there anything I can do?
No, you just wait.
Excuse me.
Just wait.
All right, that was the 10.
Just wait. Yeah, but number 9 was not even. Number 9 screwed us up because that was a statement.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Levon D. Tucker. Don't kill the messenger, because all I'm doing is reading. I didn't put these in here. All right.
Somebody's got to put a question mark to that statement, though.
Yeah.
Come on. You're like, okay, we're going to answer 10 questions in 60 seconds. And throw a statement in there. Come on. All right. Comments of the day. Comments of the day.
We're going to try again next week.
Yes.
All right, our first comment of the day comes from Donette Bryant saying, I'm very proud of Brad. Your passion and love for what you do pays off.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh, okay. And our second one comes from Abigail Taylor Watson saying, congrats, Brad Bernstein and squad on your success. I wish you greater success as you grow and branch out in the future.
We will be branching.
Yeah, we will.
We will be. We'll just watch.
I'm excited
just like I
to
told
see.
Jeff Bozzi.
Right. I don't even know everything.
We
that
will
you're
be
about to do.
branching. There's branches everywhere. It's like a big tree.
Big tree.
Right.
All
I'm just the trunk in the middle. It's Yo-Yo Show coming on at 8 o'clock.
I feel like you're the roots.
I'm the trunk.
You're the trunk? You're the
trunk.
roots. You're like with the ground.
Trunk.
You know.
Right.
All right, our third comment of the day comes from Lady Gaza 2K saying, Brad will be on the Hollywood Star of Fame soon.
Wow.
Damn.
I hope so.
Wendy Williams
from
just got
your
hers.
typewriter. From your keyboard.
What are you doing today?
What am I doing today? I'm really dating myself.
You're really dating yourself.
Oh my God.
Who uses a typewriter?
From your keyboard to God's ears.
Yes.
That's what I wanted to say.
Amen.
And I said typewriter.
Right.
I want to now bury my head. That's embarrassing.
Like
yeah. Nobody cut that out.
Right.
Somebody cut that out. Oh, we're
late.
live. We can't.
Yeah, I was about to say too late.
Yeah, too late.
All right. Our fourth comment of the day comes from Terry D. Real Slimaz saying, "So Bradnificent, congrats."
I like that, Bradnificent. I like that.
I like that too.
Yeah.
Our fifth comes from Sandra Salinas saying, "The best awesome sauce in town." Our very own Brad Bernstein.
By the way, Sandra Salinas sent me a very nice card.
Oh, really?
And she said, she called me awesome sauce in the card too. I got a nice little card from her today. So thank you very much, Sandra.
That's awesome.
Yes.
And our last comment of the day for the week comes from Tamika Nelson saying, Tarzan got nothing on my super lawyer Brad. He's the king of the immigration jungle.
All right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I like that.
How's that?
Wow. Okay.
You like that?
Yeah.
Tarzan's got nothing on me, huh?
He got nothing on you.
Nothing on me.
Scaring me.
Scaring me. Anything else?
More.
All right.
Cheers to
Everybody,
y'all.
wait. Let's cheer one more time.
Yeah,
Fill it up. Come on.
Sure,
Come on.
if you say so.
Come on.
You know, I have to listen to my boss, y'all.
All right. Congratulations. Brad Show Live, Brad Show crew. Great job for 2 years. You deserve it all. Brad Squad, you stayed with me every day. You deserve it too. This award is for everybody. Thank you all. Best web show, Cynopsis Media. See you Monday. So Sam, as part of the production, we have to say this disclaimer at the end of the show. Do you mind reading it for me?
Okay, but you know, Brad, I have to do everything around here. It's bad enough I've got to remember everything that happened on the episode from the previous day.
Forget it. I'll do it. The proceeding was information only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein Law Firm, located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easy to remember, 1-800-LAW-LINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. And now, conveniently located in Hartford, Connecticut on 1 Congress Street. Visit us in Connecticut or in New York at 225 Broadway. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAW-LINK. 1-800-529-5465. What are you doing?